In late August 1949, 15 men parachuted out of the Montana sky. Their mission was simple: intercept and extinguish a forest fire. Within minutes, that mission became something entirely different: survival. These men were smoke jumpers, the wildfire elite, and it wasn't long before they learned the wind had changed. The fire was now racing towards them, flames 30 feet high and gathering speed. There was no alternative but to run. The men were making a lung-burning effort to reach the top of a ridge and possible safety, but the fire was gaining and gaining. Then the smoke jumpers' foreman, a man called Wagner Dodge, realised with dread that they just weren't going to make it. What he did next shook his team. He stopped, he bent down, he took out a box of matches and lit another fire. He urged his men by waving at them and shouting to step into it. "Come on," he said, "join me." None of them followed. Dodge was improvising, doing something no one had ever been trained to do. There was no manual for this moment, yet through sheer instinct he understood something extraordinary. If he burned the grass ahead of him and lay down in the ashes, the main fire would pass around him. For 15 minutes, it did exactly that. Sadly, the others ran out of time. 12 of the 14 didn't make it. 2 survived basically because they were exceptionally fit. What Wagner did was extraordinary, and few others would have had the capacity to rethink under so much pressure. But there was a simpler way to survive that none of the others realised. You see, when the bodies were eventually recovered, every man still carried his firefighting gear, packs weighing around 20 pounds. Investigators later did some calculations and they estimated that if they had put down their equipment, they could have run roughly 20% faster and likely reached the ridge in time. We often think of intelligence as thinking and learning, but what Dodge demonstrated was something different: the ability to rethink and to unlearn. He had to see fire not only as danger, but as a possible route to safety. He had to abandon a core assumption that a firefighter's job is always to put fires out, never to start one. The ability to question deeply held assumptions may be one of the most vital and rare skills in a rapidly changing world. How often do we have the opportunity to do what Dodge did? Opportunities to pause, reassess, and let go of what no longer serves us? Are we at risk of doing what we've always done and getting what we've always got? You see, perhaps the story of Wagner Dodge can serve as an inspiration to us. Few people may have the capacity to radically reinvent their approach under pressure. Sometimes it simply requires courage to recognise the situation has changed and to let go of what once felt essential but is now only weighing us down. To drop the pack. To drop the pack is to make a conscious choice to abandon what once gave us purpose, structure or identity, but no longer serves the reality of where we are. It means losing our grip on familiar tools, outdated beliefs and inherited expectations. Things we carry because we've always have, not because they are still helping us move forward. And while letting go can feel frightening, even wrong, it's often the very act that creates the speed, clarity and freedom we need to reach safety before time runs out. Have a good week.